people of the internet, my name is Tatiana. Welcome to another episode of Is It a Fit or Is It Just Pinterest? A series where I recreate Pinterest outfits with clothes that I already own and see how they look like on a regular person. Today we're going to be doing fall outfits. It's very exciting. This is one of my favorite seasons. I feel like you can do so much with layering and just, keeping it colorful and fun with accessories. So I'm curious to see what we can create today. When I've been looking through Pinterest, I have been seeing a lot of trench coats, a lot of silk scarves worn in very creative ways. I'm seeing a lot of colorful tights. I'm very excited to see some color coming into the colder months because I feel like the way people operate is that as soon as it gets a little bit colder, we just switch into like beige and black and just forget all the fun that we've had during the summer. So it's exciting to see that we are keeping it colorful, at least with the tights. As always, there's a lot of loafers. I'm seeing a lot of suede jackets. I feel like those were already popular last year, but it's still staying around. There's a lot of pastels, mostly pinks and blues and greens. There's also greens in like deeper mossy colors, which is very exciting. I think that's also easily transferable into Christmas season. The lay flats are also sticking around. Colorful socks. I feel like it's a very exciting time and I'm liking where the trends are going, or maybe algorithm is only feeding me what I want to see. But either way, this is kind of what we will be trying to recreate today. I will try to do some more fun outfits, but I will also try to do some realistic ones because let's face it, as soon as it gets colder, we all end up wearing jeans and sweaters. It's just the way it is. And you can plan all of these amazing outfits with dresses and skirts and whatnot, but you will just eventually end up wearing jeans, a simple t-shirt and a sweater, and that's fine. As long as you're comfortable and feel good in it, that's all that matters. As always, here are my sizes in case you need some reference for creating these outfits. And I think I've said everything, so maybe we just get into the try-on and we'll talk a little more there. We're starting off with a really bold color combination, which is pastel yellow and this like bright red or burgundy. I even put on tights in a similar color, which you can't really tell, but the dress is rather skin tight, so the little seam from the tights is visible. So maybe this is not the best dress to match with it, but this is what we're working with just to see how the color works. It's one of those outfits where I'm mostly just taking the color as an inspiration rather than the outfit itself, and these were the only pieces that I had in these colors. So let's see how it's gonna look. And I'm gonna put on this rouge leather jacket that I've had for years, and it's one of my favorite pieces for the season. So I'm definitely wearing it. I've just never worn it in this way. I'm not sure how I feel about the silhouette of this whole thing. Maybe that's the problem. I feel like the color combination works, surprisingly works quite well, but the silhouette is just maybe not something that works amazingly. Perhaps a light yellow t-shirt with jeans and this would be a perfect combination, and this is just a bit overdone. And also, like, here's the question, what kind of shoes do you even wear with this? Like, there's already so much happening. Do you have to match the boots with also a burgundy red, or would anything else work? I'm gonna try black ballet flats just to see how this looks. Just a simple trusty black ballet flats, nothing too special. I'm not even gonna buckle them because I feel like this is not going to work. I have no idea if you can see the shoes or not when I'm standing all the way here. Can you? I am very conflicted about this one. I wanted to like it because I enjoy this dress and I would like to wear it in other seasons, but I feel like it's more of a summery thing. The color combination works. This unfortunately doesn't, I think. I would say this is not a fit. The next couple of outfits are following pretty much the same recipe, so I just went with a super simple base with a white top. This is the one from Uniqlo and I wear this all the time, and a black skirt that I've also had for a while. I think this is actually a tennis skirt that has this little huge bulge here where you can put your tennis balls, but I really like it. And I'm not a big fan of mini skirts because I just don't feel safe in them, but as soon as there are shorts in it, I feel like I can wear it. So this is a base that I have been wearing through all the seasons and I always like coming back to it because it's just super comfortable and very simple and easy to combine with other things. This inspiration is probably one of my favorite things that I have saved this season, or ever really. It's so beautiful. Like, I don't know what it is about the electric blue colors, but it just works and it's so cute. My tights are blue, but they are a slightly different color. Like, I think it's way more pale than what the inspo photo has, but I still think it will work. And then we're going to layer it with the trusty electric blue cardigan that I also love wearing so much. Okay, I'm really loving it. I just feel like it's so simple and yet so beautiful and creative. And then for the shoes, I'm gonna go with black ballet flats, nothing too crazy. I mean, I guess you could do also a black heel. I just like to keep it simple and comfortable, so I'm just gonna go with a flat. I know the sweater is a different cut than what she has in the picture, but I still feel like it works, even though it's not as slouchy or doesn't have a v-neck. I think this is still quite similar to the inspo picture. What do we think? I'm a huge fan of this, and I'm just gonna say it's a fit. It might be looking a little bit childish, but honestly, I really like these kind of looks, so I would say it's a fit. Oh, and for the bag, I would just go with this trusty, simple black Coach bag. I think this one goes with pretty much anything. Same base, slightly different approach. I have decided to tuck the t-shirt in just to see what it looks like, and I think it looks a little more proper and a little more put together, but also I'm a fan of having it untucked and just a little more casual, so it obviously depends on the day and how I'm feeling and what vibe I want to go for. In this inspo, she's wearing a burgundy lace tights, so that's also what I did. I've been seeing these a lot already last year, and I think it's a really fun trend, and they seem to be really popular in a lot of colors. I've been seeing also some winter inspiration where a lot of them are white, which I think is also really fun, and I can't wait to also style that in the winter video. But for now, we're going to focus on this base. I think it's already really pretty as is, but I'm gonna try and add the only sweater vest that I own, just to see if I can match the vibes, and then I'm gonna try it with the regular sweater just to see what it looks like. I'm not sure if it's the cut of it or the colors, but I feel like it doesn't quite work with the burgundy tights. I think it could have worked while I still had the blue ones on. I think this already looks a lot better and like it's meant to go together, but there's something that I'm not 100% convinced about, and I'm not sure what exactly it is. Maybe it's the fact that these are a little bit spicy looking and with this whole look, it's just kind of clashing, like really proper versus a little bit flirty. I like it, but I'm not sure if it's me. So I want to say it is a fit, but maybe not for me. Oh yeah, and for the shoes, it would be the black ballet flats again. There is really no way you can go wrong with something as simple and versatile as this. I also want to say that this look almost feels Christmassy rather than fall. Not that it really matters, but I feel like it's more wintry in my eyes. I just thought about combining it with this jacket. I feel like that might work really nicely, so let me quickly try that. It's not the exact same color, but I feel like it works quite well. This one feels a lot more like me. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the tights, maybe it was just the combination of the stuff that didn't feel quite right. And a one last version of this outfit inspired by the one and only Miss Rachel Green. This one is a little more classic. I think it's because the tights are just in one color and then the knee-high boots just kind of elevate the whole thing. I think the boots would work with both of the outfits before, or like all of the combinations that I have shown before, because all of these things are just so simple that it's really easy to mix and match and combine. So I think if you have a black mini skirt and a white t-shirt, you can go crazy this fall. You can do so much with it by just simply buying some colorful accessories and You have so many outfits. Like, honestly, I feel like this would look great with sneakers as well. Loafers, whatever. You slap a leather jacket on, you put a trench coat on, it just always works. So yeah, I'd say this version is also a fit, just like all of the ones before. I kept the sweater and the t-shirt from the previous look and just thrown on a leather jacket and jeans for this look. I have to say I'm not really a fan of this one. I love it on the inspo photo, but to be fair, the silhouettes of everything that she's wearing are very different than what I have. I think the neckline here is not quite working. Maybe a tank top or a baby tee would work much better. I think this sweater is much chunkier than the dainty one she's wearing, and the jacket is also a lot more straight cut than this one with like balloon sleeves. I still think it kind of works. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I still think it looks great color combination wise. I'm just not the biggest fan of this specific layering. So I think I would say this is not a fit and it's just Pinterest. This base combination is one of my favorites on lazy days. Like, there is nothing that you can do wrong with an oversized sweater, a white t-shirt and jeans. And I really liked this inspiration. I always like the boxy looks, especially for the colder months, and I liked the detail with the scarf, so let's see if this is gonna work or not. I'm not exactly sure how to tie the scarf exactly that way. I'm not sure if there is a tutorial for this, probably there is, but I'm just gonna wing it and see what this looks like. I can't tell if this is cute or if it just looks stupid. Maybe it's too much of a washed out color and it's asking for something a little more colorful. But let's continue with this. Wait, I really love this actually. And I think this is such a simple look. It would look great with sneakers. You just take whatever bag you have to go with it and you're good. Oh my god, and it makes it so much more fun with this. Now I'm intrigued to buy more of the silk scarves in like different colors. I would really love to have a polka dot one. And maybe just some solid bright colors. I think that would be fun. But this one works too. Oh my god, I love it. I would say this is a fit. My hair is getting progressively more and more frizzy throughout these. The way I put on and off my clothing, it's awful, but honestly at this point I don't even care. I'm just overheating, so we're moving forward and I don't want to hear that my hair is insane. This is one of those looks that is mainly inspired by the color combination. I feel like this beige works really well with light blue. It's still the white t-shirt. The white Uniqlo t-shirt is the star of the show today, and this is just a shirt that I took from my boyfriend. I think I have already featured it in so many videos, and honestly at this point I think I wear it more than he does. The pants are just something that I've had around for a while now. They are a little bit tight in my waist but still wearable, and I think it's just a really simple and nice combination. I think it works already the way it is, but let's put a trench coat on top. I'm not usually a big fan of beige on beige, but I guess it works. It wouldn't be my first choice, but if I ever want to feel a little more toned down, then this would be something that I would reach for. To make it a little more fun, I'm gonna do this little trick that I saw in one of the pictures. I'm gonna remove the original strap from the trench coat and I will replace it with a silk scarf. And then they just tie it in the back to keep the trench open, and it adds a little bit of detail to the trench coat that wasn't there before, makes it a little more fun. Don't know if this scarf is long enough. I'm not sure how this looks. I can't really see it this way, so let me know what you think. But overall, I think this is a fit and not just Pinterest. We're heading back to the slightly warmer days friendly outfits. While this is a wool skirt, I feel like it's still somewhat summery, so it's perfect for the transitional weather. It's a vintage skirt. I think it's my grandma's old skirt. I usually wear this skirt with a turtleneck, but I really liked the outfit that this girl put together, and it's exactly up my lane. Like, this is something that I think if I had a better overview of my closet at this point, it's something that I would put together myself. So I really like it. It's super comfortable. I don't know if you can actually see the shoes or not. I went with simple socks and loafers. It's kind of giving grandma style, but I really like it. The thing is, I'm not sure how you could layer it. I suppose You could put on a sweater or you could put a t-shirt underneath. But in general, I'm a huge fan of this, and I would say this is a fit and not just Pinterest. Lastly, I wanted to go with something that looks super cool and so fun, but it's honestly just so impractical and confusing temperature-wise, because I don't know what kind of weather it would have to be for me to wear wool socks all the way to my knees, boots, and shorts. I don't know if I'm just like overly sensitive to temperatures, but this style just never works for me, and not because it doesn't look good, but because it's just not really logical to me to wear stuff like this, you know? Make up your mind. Are you cold or are you warm? And I know these shorts don't quite match what she's wearing. Maybe if they were longer, it makes more sense. I love the way this looks. I just don't think this is something that I would wear. So I want to say it is a fit. It's just not really practical. And now I will just hand it over to the outro, Tatiana. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was a little bit inspiring to you to also go into your closet and see how you can wear the clothes that you already have, and maybe some different ways how to combine them with some fun accessories. Let me know if these were fits in your opinion, or if it's just Pinterest, because sometimes I really cannot tell, and I always love having conversations with you in the comments. Also, please let me know if there are some videos that you would like to see besides this, because I feel like I keep recreating the same things over and over again. It's fun, obviously, and I really enjoy seeing what I have in my closet and seeing different ways that I can wear it, so I will obviously continue doing these. But if there is something different, more creative that you would like to see, or even more boring, I don't really care, just please let me know. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!